Hi friends, welcome to Web Tutorials channel. In this video, we will be looking at how to create a new database, create a new table and insert data into that table using MySQL Workbench. Okay, so let's start with MySQL Workbench. MySQL Workbench is a graphical user interface that helps to interact with the MySQL database very easily. So if you search here MySQL, you can see there is MySQL shell, MySQL Workbench and MySQL server as part of our MySQL server installation. So for those who have not installed MySQL server, there is a link in the description box which describes how to install MySQL server on your PC. You can check that video. Okay, so let's open MySQL Workbench. Click on the MySQL Workbench menu here. So this is the MySQL Workbench interface. You can see a default root user that was created as part of the MySQL server installation. We can connect using that user to the MySQL server. So click on that user. It will ask the password. Please type the password of the root user. I will type mine. Okay. So this is the MySQL Workbench interface. On the left side you can see schemas, which is another term for databases. There is one default database or schema which is this, that is created by default. If you click on that left arrow button, you can see tables, views and stored procedures created within that schema. If you click tables, you can see the tables, and if you click again expand on it, you can see the columns, indexes and foreign keys for that table. Or you can see, click on this table icon corresponding to that table to see the entire table and data inside it. See, so this is the sysconfig table and its data and columns. Here is the query that is executed by MySQL Workbench while we select that table. So all data is fetched from that table. Okay, now let's try to create a new schema or database. For that, you can click on this icon or right click here and create schema. Now need to provide a name for the schema. Let's give it as products. Okay, now leave the char set as default, collection as default, and then apply. Okay, now this is that query that's going to be executed. Apply. Script was successfully executed. Finish. Here you can see the products schema has been created. Okay, now you can see if you click on the tables, there will be no tables as we haven't created any table. So right click on the tables icon, then create a table from here, or you can create from here. This link you can click to create a new table. So no schema was selected. Okay, for that you need to create a schema. So as of now there is no schema is selected. To select a schema, you need to double click on a particular schema. So if you want to select product schema, double click on that. Okay, now see, it has been bolded and highlighted. Now the active schema is products. Okay, so click on this icon. you can now create a new table on this schema. So we need to give some details like a table name and columns like that. Let give it a name as product. Okay, engine as DB, that's okay. Click on this one, this arrow icon, so that we can give columns for that table. Okay, click here so that we can give any column. First one will be product ID, so that will be the primary key, so we can select this pk. Obviously that is integer. Okay, so leave it as like that. So pk as it is the primary key, check pk, it is not null, and give it as auto increment. Okay. Let's give another field, keep it a symbol. We can give name as the field. Okay, let it be worker as it is default. Let there be another field like price. Let it be, for price it will be we'll keep it as float. Okay, let also be not null. Let also name be not null, and we can set name to be unique also. Okay, let's give some other field like quantity. Okay, so let's keep quantity as a whole number. Okay, so we'll put in integer for that. Let it be not null. And also, by the way, we can give a default value for all of these fields if you want, so that if we doesn't provide any value while inserting, it will take the default value as the value for that column. Okay, so we will not be setting a default value for now. Okay, these are the 4 columns that we are going to create. Now let's click apply. Okay, so this is the query that MySQL Workbench will be executing along with the columns that we created and its corresponding constraints, also with also the data types for each of the columns. Okay, so apply. SQL script was successfully applied to the database. Finish. Now on the left side, just click on the refresh button here, click on the tables, so you can see the product table has been created here. Okay, now we click on the table icon here so that we can see if there is any data in the product table. So SQL Workbench executed the default query as select star from products table, so there is no data here, it's an empty table. So let's now enter some data into the table. For product ID, as we have created it as an auto increment, it will automatically create value for that product ID, so we can leave that. We can put a name for the first row. Let's put that as football as the name. You can put a price of 450.55. okay, quantity we can keep it as 10. Next, let it be shirt. Price could be something like 700, quantity 100. For third, let it be pen. Okay, so your price shirt for shirt price could be 800, pen could be 20.75. we can enter decimal because we created price as float. Okay, let be 50. Okay, now click apply. So SQL created the query to be executed for this installation process. So you know the insert query, click apply. This query was successfully executed, finish. Now you can see we once again click on that product table, click on the table icon. Now we can see these values has been entered into the table. So let's create one more table. Okay, for that right click here and create table. So let the table name be like customer. Okay, customer. Click on this arrow icon. Let the first field be customer ID. Let it be primary key, not null, then auto increment. Okay, so that it will be auto generated 1 2 3 etc. So next field could be customer name. Let it be varchar. We need not set not null. Sorry, we can set not null. It not be unique because there could be more than one customer with the same name. So not null is enough for that. Then address, it will be varchar. That's enough. Not null can be applied. Okay. Then one more field, age. Let it keep as integer. Okay, that could be also not null. Then we are going to apply. So the query is generated by SQL Workbench along with the column types and constraints. Also you can see the primary key, which is customer ID. Okay, click play. The script was successfully applied to the database. Okay, finish. You can see the customer is created. Click on the table icon. As you can see, there is no data. Let's add one or two data for it. Let be choke address, test, age could be 58, be RAM, test address extra, age could be 60. Okay, we can keep it. Sorry, address was changed. The row was changed, so cut it from the third row to the second row so that it is going to the RAM field. Okay, now apply. Okay, one field, the third row will be going as empty so that we can cancel the row, delete row. Okay, play. Okay, two rows will be inserted. Workbench has created the query for us. Apply. Query was successfully executed, finish. Again click customer icon. You can see the row has been inserted. Okay, so this is the process for insertion of data. Now you have seen creation of new database, new table, and inserting data into the database. Now one more thing we will check is how to drop a database. For that let's check how to drop this products database that I have created. For that you can right click on the products database. The drop schema option is here. Click on that. This will give you a warning for confirmation so that the schema will be lost for forever, and also its data will be lost. If you agree, you can click drop now. See, that schema has been dropped from the list of the databases. You refresh, there is only one schema. So let's wind up the video here. If you like the video, like it, share and subscribe to the channel. Thank you.